Hello, let's do the New York Times Hard Sudoku for October 28th, 2025. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself, and I'm going to get started right now. All right, starting with this 9-7, we do have let's do sevens first. We have two sevens. This 7 looks in, and that places a 7 here. Oops, I completely misclicked that. These 7s look in, this 7 looks up. The 7 in one of these two. Whoops. It's the 9 that gets placed right here. Sorry, I confused the heck out of myself right at the start. Let's see, 9 and 7. So we also have vertical 9s here. This 9 helps, placing this 9. These 9s look in, this 9 looks down, putting a 9 in one of these two. Let's see. A bunch of 7s looking in this box. Might as well take care of that now. So I was looking at 7s. Let's see, 7, 9. The other thing we want to look for is because these two share a column, we want to look in the row that they're not in. So we're looking at the givens here, anything that's not already placed in the box, so the 2 and the 6. Then we want to look here for a 2 or a 6, and we see we do have the 6 here. So what that's going to do is this 6 looks up, this 6 looks in, they cross each other, and they miss this 7, 9. By the way that we scanned it, they're guaranteed to. And so that's going to put a 6 in one of these two. Normally I'd say that points, but we actually already have a 6 in this box, so it's not as exciting as it could be. All right, this box, we've got 3, 5, 6, 7, 9. All right, I'm seeing this 5 looks in, this 5 looks up. That actually crosses this 2, 9, puts a 5 in one of these two. That points down along with this 5. This 5 looks in, putting a 5 in one of these two. Alrighty. So that was the 5. I'm not seeing anything else. We already took care of the 7s. All right. What about 3, 6, 7, 9? Not really. All right, 2, 8, and 9 here. So we do have two 2s looking down. Puts a 2 in one of these 3. We've got the 8 looking down into here. This is a filled box column. So 8's in one of these two. It points down along with this 8. This 8 looks in, putting an 8 in one of these two. The 2s, we got the 8's, the 9's. The 9s look down, this 9 looks in, putting a 9 in one of these two. Alrighty. Anything else with 2, 8, 9? Not that I know of. All right, to finish off this band, we want to look for low-hanging fruit. So this box is down to 4 digits. We need a 1, 2, 4, and 8. The 8 looks in, putting an 8 in one of these two. Oh, I should have been looking for that earlier. The 8 points in along with this 8. This 8 looks up, putting an 8 in one of these two. What I mean is this is a filled box row. So we want to look at all these digits. For digits that aren't already placed in the box, but we've already taken care of everything. The 7 and 9 are placed, and then the 8 we just cornered. So let's think about this again. It was the 1, 2, 4, 8. 1, 2, 4, 8. So these are 1, 2, 4. This one can't be a 1, so this is 2, 4, 8 because of this one. I think this can be any of 1, 2, 4, 8, so we can't mark that up right now. Well, we could, but I don't like marking 4. I think that's it for this top band. Let's move on. We have the 1, 4, 6, and 9. So I'm noticing the, actually, yeah, this is actually quite nice. So what I first noticed is the 1 looking in does mean that 1 is in one of these 3. And I'm noting the 8 corner marks are telling us that within these 3 we need an 8. It can't be here, but it's still valid to say that one of these 3 cells is an 8 because one of these 2 cells is an 8. It's a subset. So one of these 3 is a 1 and one of these 3 is an 8. And then I just looked and saw that we have the 6 as well that's not placed. So the 6 is also in one of these 3. So if one of these is a 1, one of these is a 6, and one of these is an 8, that leaves no room for anything else. So this is 1, 6, and these are 1, 6, 8. And then that means this is just the digit left behind. Basically what we found is a naked single right here, because it sees 1, 6, and 8. So it is the 3, the only digit it can be, leaving behind that 1, 6, 8 triple that we just found. All right. Anything else with the 1, 4, 6? Okay, so vertically we got the 6s. 4 looking down into here puts a 4 in one of these two. That does point, but it doesn't really do anything yet. 4, 9, 1, 6. All right, so we have these two 4s, puts a 4 in one of these 3. These two 9s we already got. 1, 6, all right. There's nothing to see vertically here. Yeah, so I want to look at this row. We need a 2, 5, 7, 8. 2, 5, 7, 8. This can't be 5 or 7s. This is 2, 8 only. This can't be 7s. This is 2, 5, 8. I do believe these both can be 2, 5, 7, 8, any of them. Anything else? I want to look at this box just to make sure I'm not missing anything. We need a 2, 3, 5, 7, 8. 2, 3, 5. Yeah, so the 3 and 5 look in here. So these are 2s. Ooh, wait a minute. The 7 looks in too. Yeah, 3, 5, and 7 look in. Oh, we have our kind of standard geometry that I missed. So let's do it this way. I found this in a weird way. So this is the way that I ought to have seen it. So we have 1 and 4 in this box. And that tells us these can't be 1 or 4. And 1 and 4 still need to be placed in the column. And so these are the only two places in the column that can be 1, 4. So these two places are 1, 4. Because we need one of them to be 1 and the other to be 4. Which means this is never going to be an 8. It's a 1 or a 4, so it's not an 8. So that places the 8 in this box. We can follow up, but we already kind of did. We can follow up here, putting an 8 one of these two. But we're going to do better because this is just a pair for the column. So this is a 2, 8 pair, and this 2 resolves this 8 and this 2. And that's kind of what I had seen, is that this was a naked single. But that does leave a triple behind, and I'm going to tell you it's going to be the 3, 5, 7 here. Because 9's already placed, but the 3, 5, and 7 need to be placed. And so you could have seen that hidden triple as well. And this can't be the 5 or 7, so this has to be the 3. All right, this 8 looks in, removing the 8, so that's the only place for 8. Triple here. We need a 1, 4, 6. We can clean it up a little bit, but it is a triple, so that's nice. This is, let's see, what's left in this row? We have a 1, 6 pair, so we need a 5, well, wait, did I miss something? 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 9. Yeah, we got all the even digits in 1, so we need 3, 5, 7, 9. So this can't be 5 or 7, so this is 3, 9. This can't be 7, so this is 3, 5, 9. And this can't be 9, so this is 3, 5, 7. Oh, it can't be 3 either. Nice. It's 5, 7 only. Oh, so that's a 5, 7 pair in this row. Basically, this cell can't be 3, 9. This cell can't be 3, 9. So for the row, the 3, 9 go here, so this can't be a 5. That's one way to see it. Or the 5, 7 pair eliminates. Same exact elimination. That's not a coincidence. All right, so since this is a 3, 9 pair, I don't really need the 9s corner marked anymore. So we have 2, 5, 7, 8. So the 2 and the 8 are here, if that's helpful. I'm not sure how helpful that is, but let's mark that. All right, we got a bunch of digits. Let's make sure we follow up properly with them. So we got the 2 and the 8 here, which we just followed up on there. 8, the 2. Is there really nothing else to see there? How about the 9 and the 3? 3 looks into this box. This 3 looks in. And this 3 looks up. So that places 3 in this box. These 3s look in. This 3 looks up, placing 3, which then also places the 5. Only place for 5. These two 5s now look in. This 5 looks up, placing the 5 here. This is 7 and 5 now. This is only 5. And so now this is the only place for 7 in the box. We can clean this up, leaving behind a 2, 8 pair. This is now a 2, 4, 8 triple. Always look for these things when you like update markings or mark for the first time, right? So this is, I explained this one a lot, but I always get new viewers. And so I want to make sure that this is the one that's like, if you can understand this, you can understand all the techniques that you need for these New York Times puzzles. This is what's called a naked triple. And there's a few things we're going to notice about this that are going to be very important. So the first thing is, why is it a naked triple? Well, if you look at the root concept, we have 3 cells here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to read off all the digits that are mentioned in these 3 cells. So this cell can only be 2, 4, 8. This can be 2, 4. This can be 2, 8. How many unique digits did I just mention? Just the 2, 4, and 8. I didn't mention any other digits. 2, 4, and 8 is it. And so what we know is that because they share a column, we need 3 distinct digits for green, and there are only 3 distinct digits that can go in green because of how we've marked it up, right? So the idea is that one of these will be 2, one of these will be 4, and one of these will be 8, meaning that uses up the 2, 4, and 8. So the rest of the column cannot have a 2, 4, and 8. So the first thing we notice is that this does make this a 6. It can't be a 4 anymore because the 4 is in our triple. So that's our 6. The second thing we want to notice is that the 4 is limited to these two within our triple. This can't be a 4. And if the 4 is limited in these two, then that's going to do what's called claiming, because these share a box. So wherever the 4 ends up in our triple, it will be the 4 for this box as well, meaning this can't be a 4. All right. Now we should look at the rest of this column because it can't be a 2, 4, or 8. So there's going to be 3 digits left. It's the 3, 5, 9. Bottom one's not a 3 or a 9, so it has to be 5. That places the 5 in this box. Very nice. There's lots to follow up on here. This is, if you look at this row, it's down to just 1, 4, so we can mark that. This box is down to 4. This box is down to 4. Is there anything left? Okay, this is down to 3, so let's look at that. Oh, so is this column. Let's look at this one first. We need a 2, 4, 6. So this is 2, 4 only. These might be all of 2, 4, 6. And so this is 1, 2, 4, 6. It's not a 4, so 1, 2, 6. Not a 6 either. Okay. That makes a 1, 2 pair in this row. So this is the only place for 6 in the row. We can look. This can't be 6. This can't be 6. And this can't be 6. All right. In fact, the 6 is... Yeah, okay. So the 6 is placed in the row. Let's just do that. And then this can't be a 2. It's the only place for 4 in the row now, if you look. So that's our 4. Don't need this to be green anymore. This is 1, 2, 8. All right. Just taking a little slow to make sure I don't mess anything up. So this column now is down to 1, 2, 7, it looks like. Bottom one's not 7, neither is this one. So this is the only place for 7 in the column. So this is down to 1, 2. All right, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 8, 1, 4. I want to look at this this box. So we need a 1, 4, 6, 7. So we know this isn't 7. So this is 1, 4, 6. This can't be 4. So this is 1, 6, 7. This can be any of them. All right, that wasn't helpful. This column is down to 1, 4, 6, 8. So this can't be 1, 6, or 8. So this is a naked 4. That can't be 4. These are down to 1, 6, 8. We know the 8's here already. All right. What haven't I looked at yet? We know these 4s point. This 4 looks in, and so that actually leaves just the here for 4 in the box. So this is our 4. That's 1 and 4. That can't be 1, so that places the 1 in the box. That gives us the 2, 4, and 1, giving us the 4 here. We get the 2, 4, and 1 down here. All right, let's clean this up. This is a triple, 2, 6, 8. Neither of these are 8. So for this row, the 8 can only go here. So these two 8s take it out of here. So that's our 8 for the row. People will always ask, I get this question a lot, why couldn't the 8 be here? Well, for the box says the 8 could be here. That's what our corner marks are telling us. But this row still needs an 8. And if I don't put the 8 here, there's nowhere to put it. So I have to put the 8 there for the row. This is the only place in the row for 2. We have this 2 looking down. And then our last digit is the 6 for the row. We need the 1. This is 1 and 6. This is 6, 7, and something. 1, it looks like. This can't be 2 anymore. All right. This digit is known for the column. It's a 3. We need a something and 9. 7 and 9 here. The 7 tells us the order. 9 and 7. That gives us the 3 and 9, giving us the 3 here as well. All right. The 2 digits we need besides the 2 and 8 are the 6 and 9. Those should be placeable, which is very nice. All right, that's a 9. That is a 6. And then now the 2 and 8 should be resolved. That's 8, that's 2, that's 2, 8, that's 2, 8. All righty. Cool. Interesting puzzle today. I think the geometry on the 1, 4 against this column was really important to spot. I spotted it in a weird way, but I wanted to present it in a way that was a much cleaner way to have spotted that. And that could have been spotted right at the start of the puzzle if you have a keen eye. All right, well, let me know how you did, and if you enjoyed this, why don't leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.